The other thing I want to talk about, just by way of introducing Scott to you, anybody here in the room, was anybody here at the conference on Friday? Okay, so you met up with Scott a little bit already. And it's pretty exciting what he's going to share with us. Pretty good conference. It was pretty amazing, and the outcome of it, really neat stuff is happening. Really, really wonderful. Okay. I want to have in your notes, just for today, which will be on the final exam, is this concept of social alchemy. Social alchemy is basically the process of engaging a negative situation, using the energy of that negative situation, and through this process transforming it into something that is positive. Taking a negative situation, engaging that negative situation, transforming it into something that is positive. Concrete examples of that are what happened last Friday at the Canadian Student Institute for Community Builders, when they celebrated a number of initiatives, including the work of Invisible Children, where you had an organization that started with 3 young individuals in their late teens, early 20s, living in California, flying over to the Sudan to explore this whole issue about what was happening under the context of child soldiers. 3 young people, basically your age bracket, went to another country and learned about something as horrific as child soldiers. And what they did, because of their sense of social alchemy, going to a negative situation and transforming it into something positive, they've created schools over there. They've been working with literally now thousands of kids who have seen their relatives killed, mutilated, all kinds of horrible things happening to them, and these guys went and did something about it. Scott's going to show you later, and Scott Mills, in my mind, is one of the top social alchemists in the Toronto Police Service. He is actually the top social alchemist in Toronto policing. In that, what he does every single day of his career is he goes in and he gets into working with somebody who we might see is really a negative human being, and through some of the processes that Scott's involved in and I'm involved in, we get to watch somebody transform into something really powerful. You're going to see a videotape that Scott took of a young guy that was in this very classroom just yesterday afternoon, who would have been labeled at one point as a pretty bad guy, has nothing of value for our society, in fact ought to be charged for his behavior, even incarcerated. And we're going to show you what happens when you look at things as a social agent. If you look at things as a social alchemist every day, you see that inside everybody there's this sense of goodness that you can draw out. And that is absolutely exhilarating to do that. Scott will also show you how 2 young people who are in custody right now, I mean, they're in custody, and he'll describe their backgrounds to you, end up getting an award for community work. It's amazing. And that's social alchemy.